Hello all, and we are on our way to 4,000 subscribers, so let's try and hit that mark if we can. And I'd like to thank everybody that's already subscribed. I couldn't do this content without you guys, so it's absolutely superb. So as always, if you like the video, then hit the like button. It'd be great if you'd leave some comments. If you want to share the video, then please share away. And it would be great if you could hit that subscribe button. Thanks. Now let's get on with the video. Welcome to this video on how to configure no password or passwordless SSH access between different systems. As you're probably aware, normally when you want to SSH from one system to another, you have to enter the password for the given user. This is so that that does not have to be completed. So we're going to go ahead and do this. Now, what I'll do is I've created two systems. I've created SSH02 and SSH01. They are Ubuntu 22.04 LTS systems. They've been updated and upgraded. So what I'm going to do initially is I'm just going to sudo into both systems. So we just do a sudo -s and we'll put in the password that I've created for this user. And we'll do the same on SSH02. Okay, so as you can tell, SSH itself was installed during the installation process because it's a choice that you can make. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to generate an SSH key pair on this local machine here. So all we do is we do SSH keygen -t RSA, because we'll make it an RSA -b, and we'll do it as 4096. Okay, so it generates the public-private RSA key pair. Now, what we'll do is at this point, we are just going to enter. Okay, that's all we're going to do here. So it'll save the file in a default location that it states there, /root/.sh/id_RSA. And for the passphrase, because we want passwordless, we leave that empty. And we enter it again, and it creates the key. Now, the important part here is that we have to copy this public key to all the remote machines, one machine in this case, but however many machines you want this to function on. Okay, so we have to do it for the actual user name. So all we have to do here is SSH-copy-ID, and now we need the username. So the username in this case, I'll just use Clive, use root, Bob, whatever name you happen to want this for, but you have to do this for each user that you want the passwordless access for. So we'll do Clive @ and the actual remote system IP address. In this case, I know what it is. So it's 192.168.56.201. And I press enter. Are you sure you want to continue? Yes, I do want to continue. Okay, now it's going to ask me for the password initially because we haven't copied the key over yet. So we have to put that password in the first time. So we'll put the password in. Number of keys added was 1. So what we can do now is we can try and SSH to that system and see if it asks for a password or if it goes straight in. So again, we do SSH Clive @ 192.168.56.201. And as you've noticed, we are in or on SSH02, no password authorization required. So we'll just exit out of that. And we'll clear the screen. And we'll go to SSH02. Now, the problem here is, of course, can we SSH the other way? Or can we not SSH the other way? So let's give it a go. SSH Clive @ 192.168.56.200. And yes, we want to accept the fingerprint. Now, it's asking for a password. So we put the password in and we're on the system. but that isn't what we want. We want passwordless in both directions. So this is the important bit that we have to notice. We have to do this in both directions. Okay, so we're going to do exactly the same again. So we're going to do SSH-keygen, and we're going to do -t RSA -b 4096, and we're going to create the key locally on this system now. And we want to save it there. We want an empty passphrase again. And now we're going to copy this again to the other system. So we do SSH-copy-id Clive at 192.168.56.200 this time. And we copy that across. We have to put the password in because it hasn't been copied yet. Okay, so now to test this, we'll clear the screen and we can do exactly the test we did a couple of minutes ago. So if I use the up arrow and we do SSH Clive, remember last time we had to put a password in, this time we don't. As you can see, we're in SSH01. So we have just created passwordless access between those two systems. For any other systems, you've got to do exactly the same process, and for any other users, you've got to do exactly the same process. So I hope you enjoyed this video on SSH passwordless access between systems. Have fun with this, and there'll be some more videos coming your way very shortly.